Hello! Today I'd like to take a moment and show you Turck's IO-Link AOIs that provide seamless control over IO-Link blocks and end devices directly from a Rockwell PLC. Here I have an IO-Link block and a PS Plus pressure sensor that are completely out-of-the-box factory reset. As you can see, the IO-Link block is expecting an IO-Link device on each one of the ports, and the PS Plus pressure sensor is expecting to send an analog signal to the block. However, the block has no analog, so there's an error. So as you can see, I have my block set to an IP address of 192.168.0.50. And let's jump over to the Allen Bradley software where I have imported a L5K catalog file that has all of the add-on instructions that we need in order to make this work. An L5K is just imported as an existing project, and it creates an ACD file on your machine in the version of the Rockwell Studio that you have. What I've done is I've already drug over the L4 8IOL device and put it in my Ethernet IP network, and I've drug over the 8IOL AOI and my PS Plus AOI. In my main routine, I am going to create the 8IOL AOI. I'm going to create an instance of that AOI, so TBEN. I'm going to create an instance of this common data type, which is the data type that allows the two AOIs, the 8IOL AOI and the pressure sensor AOI, to talk to each other. And I'm going to set up some message instructions. And I'm going to point the AOI to the controller tags of the I/O block that we're going to control. So we're going to just O.data. Okay, and then we also need to change this to C.data. Now, the message instructions need a little bit of setup. So each one is going to be identical. You're going to have 4B for a service code for the read message. And you're going to point the source element and destination element to the send data and receive data arrays inside of the common data that you've created. And you're also going to point the message instruction to the 8IOL block you're going to talk to. And then on the write message, it's identical, except your service code is going to be 4C instead of 4B. That'll tell the TBEN that we're writing instead of reading. And I need to instantiate my AOI, so Control W and create. And now that's all set up. Now I can set up my pressure sensor. I'm going to drag that AOI in. I'm going to give it a AOI instance, PS Plus, Control W, and then it's going to be on port 3. Put it on port 3. Now this common data that it's expecting needs to be identical to the common data that we used on the 8IOL. So we're going to drag that down, and everything else is taken care of. So what's going to happen is we'll download this to the PLC, and we're going to notice that all of the red lights turn off, and we change the parameter that disables that analog. There we go. So the bus light went green. All of those red lights went off. We're still waiting for the PLC to start up in order to take control and send the necessary message instructions to the pressure switch. There it goes. So if I press, we get 0.25 bars, and that's what we're getting here. And I want to change the display to actually show me PSI. So I'm going to change units from 0 to 1. And you'll notice that now we've got 3.2 PSI. Up to 6.1. This is just a brief introduction of how this new AOI structure works. For more detailed information, please refer to the PDF, as well as longer videos and extra videos showing more functionality. Thank you.